The players are warming up. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. Time for the tip-off. And we're underway. Pulls up from mid-range. George sinks the basket. Create space with a step back. Doncic knocks it down. The game is tied. Watch out for the dunk. Finishes with a commanding slam. What a crafty change of pace. Launches on top of defense. Step back and pops. Secures the two-pointer. It's a brand new ball game from now. Launches a quick shot. George. Shot is good. Quickly takes it to the rim. Doncic weaves through traffic and scores. We're back to even now. Elevates. Zion throws it down with authority. He's so crafty with the ball. A good look for three. Knocks down the three. A big basket. They got the lead. A contested shot, a forced shot and missed. Kind of forced that one. Nice D on that play. Just too quick for the defense. Rises up. Kaminga throws the hammer down. Going for the dunk. Zion with the heavy slam. A step back shot. Doncic hits it. Zion with an unstoppable dunk. Zion just casually drops it in. The shot is contested. We got ourselves a tight ball game. Wow, that was way too easy. Create space with a step back. Doncic sinks the basket. To the paint, Zion with an effortless dunk. Shoots with conviction. Hits it over defense. That's tough. Cut down. 4. That shot was contested. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. The game is over. It's a disappointing loss, but they'll learn from this and try harder next time. The players are making their entrance. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Okay, now, the opening tip. A fadeaway jumper. The players are looking tired. Uncontested three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Sensational move from Luka. A two-pointer won't go. The defender is dropped. A wide-open shot. George knocks it down. Goes for a fadeaway. Booster hits it. An open mid-range. George secures the two-pointer. Fading from mid-range. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. Elevates. Zion. Pure dominance on display right there. Shoots a fader. They're struggling on the offensive end. That's a slick move. Gets a good look. Shot is good. With the big rejection. Forces the shot. That shot looks off upon release. A fadeaway jumper. Missed the open shot. That is not a smart decision. That one's unlikely to drop. The compeller says not today. A clever fake. Fakes it, didn't shoot. Out of the bio. Just denies the shot. Open look. George hits it. Fakes the shot. Zion sends it away. Some Zion action right there. Zion scores with a dunk. Goes straight for a three-pointer. A missed attempt from three. No, I'm afraid time is not their friend right now. Watch out for the dunk. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. Goes for a fadeaway. Booker knocks it down. Rises up with the posterizer. Ladder to bio. Blocks the shot. Cut down. 4, 3. A clever fake. That's a clean block. And that concludes our game. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. Both teams are ready to go. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. We'll start with a jump ball. Wins the opening tip. To the paint, out of the bio with the rack attack. A wide open three. The shot bounces off the rim. A tough three-pointer. Defense was all over. A lob pass to Williamson. Zion, an explosive finish at the rim. Shoots with conviction. The D was too tight on that shot. The floor is looking slippery out there. An open mid-range. George sinks the basket. A step-back shot. Some tough luck there on the three. Lobs it up. A successful contest by the defense. The defense was all over that shot. A difficult mid-range shot. Whoa, great D. Gets a good look. Out of the bio. Secures the two-pointer. Dream shake from Jokic. Attacking the basket. Jokic has all sorts of ways to finish. The floor is looking slippery out there. Pulls up from mid-range. George. Shot is good. Open look. Secures the two-pointer. Going for the dunk. Zion with a jaw-dropping dunk. Elevates. Throws down a ferocious slam. A tough three-pointer. That was not a good chance. Zion with a big-time block. Fires away. Dodge. That's just way too easy. Rises up. Zion with the rim-rattling dunk. A tough shot. Sinks it in. How did that one go in? Going for the dunk. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. Dream shake from Jokic. Shoots from right under the rim. Jokic just walks in and adds 2 to the scoreboard. Every possession matters now with a jaw-dropping dunk. Launches on top of defense. Better slow it down now. Zion with an unstoppable dunk. Zion throws it down with authority. A wide open shot. Missed it. An aqua shot off of contact. That shot looks off upon release. Cut down. 2, 1. Zion with the block. What a performance from the home team. I'll see you next time. The players are warming up. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. Tip-off is next. Watch out for the dunk. Westbrook with the heavy slam. Hangs and finishes. Zion buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. Adebayo with the big rejection. To the paint, throws the hammer down. Blocks the shot. Going for the dunk. George scores with a dunk. Just denies the shot. An open mid-range. Adebayo hits it. Rises up. Gasol with an effortless dunk. Wow, that was way too easy. Open look, sinks the basket. Zion sends it away. The ball is stopped. With the block. Elevates. Gasol with the posterizer. Goes straight for a three-pointer. An off-balance shot, no good. Going for the alley-oop. To the paint, Adebayo with the rim-rattling dunk. Step back and pops. Oh, and a fortunate miss from downtown. Watch out for the dunk. George with the rack attack. Rises up. Oh, with a shocking miss. Going for the dunk. He did not just miss that. Gasol, an explosive finish at the rim. Watch out for the dunk. Zion just casually drops it in. To the paint. Gasol throws the hammer down. Elevates. Zion throws it down with authority. The shot is contested. Makes a tough three. Wide open for a three. George. 3 points off the board. Watch out for the dunk. Westbrook. An explosive finish at the rim. To the paint. Zion finishes with a commanding slam. Rises up. Zion throws down a ferocious slam. Elevates. Westbrook is just unstoppable. Pulls Goes up from mid-range. Cut down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Goes up with strength. And that's the final buzzer. And there it is. A big win for them. Both teams are ready to go. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. Okay, now, the opening tip. Out of the bio with a big-time block. That shot was contested, not a smart play. What an incredible Zion! That's a clean block. Goes up for the layup. George nails the two-pointer. Zion blocks the shot. A clever pass. Zion just denies the shot. Watch out for the dunk. What an emphatic slam from Russ. And we're all tied up. To the paint with the rack attack. Elevates. Gasol. Pure dominance on display right there. A tough three-pointer. That's a bad shot. Going for the dunk. Westbrook just casually drops it in. Elevates. Zion with the rim-rattling dunk. It's a brand new ball game from now. Going for the dunk. Gasol with the posterizer. Just too quick for the defense. An open three on the way. George. Defenders are going to have a hard time now. Zion sends it away. With the big rejection. An aqua shot off of contact. Zion tossed it up and somehow it goes in. Zion with the block. Here comes the lob. Gets a good look. George, shot is good. Zion, that's a clean block. Rises up, George with an effortless dunk. Archer's on top of defense. The D was too tight on that shot. A wide open shot. Knocks it down. To the paint with the heavy slam. Kinda forced that one. Nice D on that play. A large deficit to overcome with precious little time remaining. Zion with a big time block. Going for the dunk. Scores with a dunk. To the paint. Gasol. Pure dominance on display right there. A good look for three. George. What a beautiful three. Cut down. 4 with the big rejection. 3, 1. And that concludes our game. And they come away with the W. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by MIBO TV. Tip-off is next. Capella. Fires one off. Defense was all over. Adams. Doncic with a well-timed pick. Watch out for the dunk. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Setting the pick. A difficult mid-range shot. A forced shot and missed. Capella. No hesitation for that shot. The defense was all over that shot. Capella makes an easy basket. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Capella, perfect timing on that block. Doncic finds the open man. A step back shot. Woo, missed an opportunity there. Schroeder running the pick and roll. Get the ball moving now. Elevates. Zion throws it down with authority. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Cut down. 3, 2, 1. Goes straight for a three-pointer. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. A crafty double clutch. Zion lays it in. Now that's too easy. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Zion sets a solid screen. Wide open for a three. Hits it. Defense needs to be better now. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Adams setting a screen. A wide open three. Doncic. What a beautiful three. Now they're advancing to the front court. That's a quick release. An off-balance shot, no good. Adams sets a solid screen. The Capella block. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Setting a screen. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. A contested shot. Whoa, great D. Cut down. 4, 3. Zion with an unstoppable dunk. Zion throws down a ferocious slam. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. And that's the final buzzer. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Time for the tip-off. Gains the first possession. Adams. Excellent pass. Doncic sends it away. Zion with a well-timed pick. A successful contest by the defender, Capella. To the paint, Zion finishes with a commanding slam. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Going for the dunk, Zion with a jaw-dropping dunk. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. That's a nice dish. Zion setting the pick. Uncontested three-pointer. Thompson shoots and Thompson hits. Now they're advancing to the front court. Schroeder running the pick and roll. Goes for the double pump. Lays it up and in. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. That's a nice dish. Zion running the pick and roll. A tough shot. Not a smart play. Adams cut down. 4, 3, 2, 1. The shot is contested. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. What an incredible assist. Zion setting a screen. Pulls up from mid-range. Doncic. Shot is good. Now they're advancing to the front court. Zion sets a solid screen. A clever pass. Launches on top of defense. Back George with a big-time block. Such a smart pass from Doncic. Capella with a well-timed pick. Clay with the catch and shoot. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. No hesitation for that shot. George sinks the basket. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Zion with an unstoppable dunk. Zion with the posterizer. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Setting the pick. Open look. Off the mark on that one. Adams. There's still time for miracles. The Capella block. Zion finishes with a commanding slam. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Cut down. Zion sets a solid screen. 1. A tough three-pointer. And this one is in the books. Hope they'll use this loss as motivation for the next game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. We'll start with a jump ball, and we're underway. Adams. Go Doncic. Blocks the shot. Capella. Capella. Setting a screen. Quick hands on that strip. Kind of forced that one. Whoa, great D. The shot is contested. Capella. The defender is dropped. Create space with a step back. Julio. Step back and pops. Knocks down the three. Now they're advancing to the front court. Rises up with the heavy slam. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Excellent pass. Julio with a well-timed pick. Create space with a step back. A missed attempt from 3. No. George with the great anticipation. Doncic dancing with the ball. What a crafty change of pace. That's a slick move. Doncic finds the open man. A step back shot. Cut down. Hits it. Defense needs to be better now. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. 2. Shoots with conviction. 1. Julio. Now they're advancing to the front court. The shot is contested. Going rush deep. Capella. He's so crafty with the ball. Step back and pops. Julio. A step back shot. Capella. Capella lays it up and in. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Go. That's a clean block. Capella. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Setting a pick. A tough three-pointer. Doncic hits it despite being heavily guarded. Now they're advancing to the front court. With an effortless dunk. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. I'm afraid that's it. Not too much of a chance now. Julio running the pick and roll. What an incredible assist. The floor is looking slippery out there. Launches on top of defense with an amazing shot. Now they're advancing to the front court. Create space with a step back. Cut down. Capella. 2, 1. A long-range three-pointer. And that's it. The game is over. This is a learning experience. I'm sure they'll come back stronger next time. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by MIBO TV. Okay, now, the opening tip. Gains the first possession. Pure dominance on display right there. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Lays it up. Joe with the basket. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Zion running the pick and roll. Excellent pass. Fires away. Dodger stays hot from the three. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Giannis setting the pick. Shoots from way downtown. You won't be making that shot every day. Adams. Shoots with conviction. Better slow it down now. Zion. Watch out for the dunk. Zion scores with a dunk. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Setting a screen, fires one off. Steph Curry knocks down the three with poise. Now they're advancing to the front court. A clever pass. Elevates. Zion throws it down with authority. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Giannis coming in strong to the paint. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Cut down. 3, 2, 1. Rises up. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Watch out for the dunk. Oh no, I don't want to see that miss again. A tough shot. Not a smart play. Adams. That's a nice dish. With a well-timed pick. A tough three-pointer. That's a bad shot. Nurkic. Going for the dunk. Just casually drops it in. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Step back and pops. Every possession matters now. Nurkic. Giannis sets a solid screen. Schroeder with the block. They just couldn't get a shot off in time. Cut down. 4, 3, 2, 1. A wide open jumper shot, and that's the final buzzer. And there it is, a big win for them. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Time for the tip-off. Wins the opening tip. Adams. Adams, running the pick and roll. Capella, setting the pick. That's a quick release. Clarkson. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now. Now they're advancing to the front court. To the paint, Zion throws down a ferocious slam. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. The defender is dropped. Create space with a step back. That was not a good chance. Capella. Step back and pops. Rises up. Julio throws the hammer down. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Adams sets a solid screen. Such a smart pass from Doncic. Fading from mid-range, knocks it down. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. Julio with a well-timed pick. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Capella. A clever pass, launches a quick shot. Capella. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Cut down. 4, 3, 2. Adams. 1. That's a deep 3. Capella says not today. Now they're advancing to the front court. Clarkson setting a screen. An open 3 on the way. Julio. Bad shot selection right there. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio, an explosive finish at the rim. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. The Capella block. Zion with the rim-rattling dunk. Now they're advancing to the front court. Capella sets a brick wall screen. Fires away. Clarkson, 3 points off the board. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. with a well-timed pick. Shoots with conviction. That's a bad shot, Capella. We got ourselves a tight ball game. Capella setting a screen. An open three on the way. Drains the three-pointer. Now they're advancing to the front court. Excellent pass. Zion running the pick and roll. A long-range three-pointer hits him from the parking lot. They need to get the ball across in 8 seconds. 2, 1. And this one is in the books. They couldn't get it done this time, but they'll bounce back.